Watch. Megan Fox admits to altering jumpsuit to do the deed with MGK. Coming clean with the Ultimate O reunion. Kristin Cavallari served up all the nostalgic feels when she posted a photo to Instagram alongside Jason Waller and Stephen Colletti. Shenanigans, the 35-year-old captioned the snap on May 16, as she posed in between her former Laguna Beach co-stars in Nashville, Tennessee. Fans were quick to point out that both Jason, 35, and Stephen, 36, famously dated Kristin's on-screen high school nemesis Lauren L.C. Conrad, who later went on to star in the spin-off series The Hills. After Lauren left the LA-based show halfway through its 5th season, she was subsequently replaced by Kristin through The Hills' 6th and final season in 2010. Lauren Conrad likes this, commented one fan, while another joked, "I just know LC is punching air because the Queen of Laguna is back." Jason posted the same pic on his own Instagram account with the cheeky caption, "Up to no good." The old MTV crew came back together for the soon-to-be-launched Laguna Beach Rewatch podcast, Back to the Beach with Kristin and Stephen. According to Variety, Dear Media ordered 40 episodes featuring the very Cavallari star and One Tree Hill alum, who also dated as teens, as they revisit the series, which ran for 3 seasons from September 2004 until November 2006. The podcast is slated to premiere this summer. 18 years later, and we're finally ready to revisit Laguna Beach, the real Orange County, Kristin told Variety on May 2. Stephen and I can't wait to take listeners behind the scenes of what really went down, how it impacted us, and to relive those high school days, the good, the bad and the ugly. Keep scrolling to see what else the former stars of Laguna Beach and The Hills have been up to recently. Lauren Conrad. Literal lol at Teen Vogue's Lisa Love telling Lauren, "You'll always be known as the girl who didn't go to Paris." A line actually lifted from Vogue's Anna Wintour, a 2019 Hills deep dive revealed. More than a decade after that, admittedly questionable, decision and her subsequent split from Jason Waller, LC has earned a few more laudatory descriptors. New York Times best-selling author, co-founder of The Little Market, with a mission to empower female artisans worldwide, and, of course, fashion designer, her Kohl's line LC Lauren Conrad, just the start of her now wide-ranging lifestyle empire. Now long past fights. Outside Les Dur, she married something corporate rocker and law school grad William Tell in a 2014 Pinterest wedding of our dreams. In 2019, their second son, Charlie Wolf Tell, joined older brother Liam James Tell. Kristin Cavallari, the star of E.'s Very Cavallari and everyone's favorite bad girl, went from being a well-compensated tea stirrer to full-on boss with her successful lifestyle brand, Uncommon James, opening its second brick-and-mortar location in Chicago last fall. Rounding out her growing empire, a Chinese laundry shoe line and 2 cookbooks, with True Comfort coming out September 29, a little more than 2 years after New York Times bestseller True Roots. Teammates for 10 years, she and retired NFL quarterback Jay Cutler welcomed sons Camden Jack Cutler and Jackson Wyatt Cutler and daughter Sailor James Cutler before splitting in April 2020. In 2021, Kristin filmed a cameo for The Hills, New Beginnings Season 2. Heidi Montag. One of the more surprising reinventions saw The Hills' resident villains transform into dedicated parents to 2-year-old Gunnar Stone Pratt, entirely self-aware of their place in the annals of reality television. Following an admittedly rocky season that saw them take their marital problems, either real or contrived, for headlines to any show that would have them. Celebrity Big Brother, UK version. I Am a Celebrity. Get Me Out of Here, Marriage Boot Camp. Reality stars, they successfully lobbied to make Speedy famous again, spearheading 2019's The Hills, New Beginnings reboot. Reality TV is kind of a career for Spencer and I at this point, Heidi explained to Vogue. Though, having learned from their years of overspending, they also have a few side hustles thanks to their podcast and his Pratt Daddy Crystal business. Lo Bosworth. Truthfully, LC's BFF would prefer to be excluded from this narrative. When an exec gauged her interest in returning to The Hills, I was like, no. She Recall it in a 2018 episode of her Lady Lovin' podcast. I don't want any association with any of those people. The dissociation from all those people is what I am hungry for. Which, to be fair, sometimes that happens when you change careers. Now based in NYC, the International Culinary Center grad and the Low Down author founded Love Wellness, a line of personal care products for women, in 2016. In 2020, she told E! News, "I live such a different life now than I did 10 years ago." In March 2021, Lowe shocked fans when she revealed on Instagram that she had secretly suffered a traumatic brain injury in an accident 2 years prior. Brody Jenner. His original stint on The Hills saw him juggling purported romances with both Lauren and Kristin and set the tone for the interest in his love life that would continue even after he stepped off camera to lean into his work as a DJ. His 2015 E!-series Sex with Brody may not have helped things, though it appeared found his forever when he wed now Hills co-star Caitlin Carter in a 2018 Indonesian ceremony. The two ended their romance in 2019. He's gone on to date TikTok star Daisy Keech, model Josie Canseco and Brianna Jungwirth, Louis Tomlinson's ex. Audrina Patridge, a reality TV pro at this point, Lauren and Heidi's camera-ready neighbor followed up her Hills gig with a 2010 spin through the Dancing with the Stars Ballroom, her own VH1 series, Audrina, and a short-lived hosting stint on NBC's traveling series First Look. Now back on MTV with Speedy, Brody, et al. She also dove into the world of designing with her Prey swim line. And while she's dated after her messy divorce from BMX biker Corey Bohan, revisiting an old romance with Ryan Cabrera and sharing an entirely unsuccessful dinner date with Justin Bobby Brescia, her number one these days is daughter Kira Max Bohan. Whitney Port, the girl who did go to Paris, except, not really, as she revealed to Vogue, enjoyed a brief stint in the city in 2008 before heading back to Los Angeles. With future husband Tim Rosenman, an associate producer on her NYC-based spin-off, In Tow. A judge on the 8th cycle of Britain. Juggleshire Love, Wit line with Rent the Runway and with Wit podcast alongside her return to the Hills and her son Sonny Sanford Rosenman. Stephen Colletti. When he's not giving us new material for our LC Kristin Stephen love triangle fan FIC, Laguna's resident heartthrob is focused on building a pretty solid acting career. He was a recurring cast member on the CW's One Tree Hill for 5 seasons and starred as Taylor Swift's love interest in her White Horse music video. He also had a temporary gig as an MTV VJ on Total Request Live, the original, not the reboot. In 2018 Meters he appeared in the TV movie Hometown Christmas. In January 2021, he and OTH co-star James Lafferty debuted a Hulu series, Everyone is Doing Great. Jessica Smith, KCAV's Laguna Beach pal, has largely stayed away from reality television after her run on the MTV show ended. Following a brief return to notoriety, thanks to a 2007 DUI arrest, she settled into a quiet life in Texas with her husband, Michael Evans, the most kind, patient, strong, amazing, loving and ridiculously handsome human I've ever met, as she put it on Instagram, and their 4 children. Though she has her own blog and Amazon shop, mostly, she jokes on Insta. She's just trying not to lose a kid. Jason Waller. The resident bad boy of Laguna Beach and the Hills ran into nothing but trouble after his time on the reality series. Drugs, duos, fights, arrests, you name it. It wasn't until he appeared on Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew Pinksy that he finally cleaned up. Waller went on to marry girlfriend Ashley Slack, a relationship claims is his first sober one, and he and the most beautiful, loving, kind and caring woman I know welcomed daughter Delilah Ray in August 2017. In February 2021, the couple revealed they are expecting their second child. The founder and owner of Widespread Recovery, he continues to be open about his struggles, both on the Hills, New Beginnings and his YouTube series, Jaws. Diaries with Jason. Stephanie Pratt. Originally brought in to face off with Lauren, she befriended her instead, leading to seemingly unending drama between Stephanie and brother Spencer. Following Years across the pond, appearing on UK reality fare such as Celebrity Big Brother and Made in Chelsea, and one 2015 memoir detailing her struggles with bulimia, crystal meth and staying out of trouble, she headed home to the hills to resume stirring up drama. After a scathing takedown of her castmates she labeled sister-in-law Heidi evil and Audrina crazy, Stephanie announced she won't be returning for season 2. Casey Reinhardt. Though she wasn't an original cast member of Laguna Beach, her arrival to the reality series was a memorable one. Since then, Casey launched a successful foray into the world of confections by opening Casey's Cupcakes in Orange County. She even won Food Network's Cupcake Wars in 2011. Her home life, meanwhile, is just as sweet. Wed to Sean Brown, a relative of the late Nicole Brown Simpson, since August 2015, they share daughter Kensington Kelly Brown and son Sean Brown Jr. Dieter Schmitz. Lauren and Steven's bestie left the beach behind for his future in hospitality and hotel management, moving first to New York and, in 2019, to Washington, D.C., where he works as general manager of the Lore Group, leading the February opening of Riggs, Washington, D.C. He's still tight with his high school crew, though. Lauren, proud groomsmen Steven, Trey Phillips, and Lauren Polster turning out for his 2016 Monterey, Caliph wedding to Isabel Hebel. The pair welcomed their first child, son Nico Joseph Schmitz, in September 2018.